So this is just a follow-up video, but it applies to anybody who really wants to adjust the action on their Strat or any other guitar really. It's all sort of the same principle with these bridges that have the little grub screws. In my previous video I hardtailed the bridge on this Stratocaster, so obviously where I've lowered it, it's brought the action right down. I tend to have Strats at 1.25mm on the 12th fret because I like them quite low. But first of all, before you do that, you also need to check the truss rod is got the correct amount of relief. The relief I tend to go for is 0.3mm on the 8th fret. So what you need to do is turn the camera around, stick a capo on the 1st fret. Then I tend to hold down the 1st fret where the neck meets the body, which on this is, I think, we've got 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, the 18th. Then measure the distance on the 8th fret, and I like it, I say 0.3, which this is pretty much bang on. So, but if you do want to adjust the truss rod, you get an Allen key in the truss rod, turn it left or right as you need to adjust it, but do sort of quarter turns, measure it, tighten the strings up to tune again. If it's out, give it another little tweak, keep doing that until you get it right. But I say for me, and I'm sure Fender recommend it, it's 0.3mm. I'm not sure what that is in inches and quarters and all that, because I don't really tend to bother with that. I'm on the metric, not imperial. So the truss rod on my one's pretty much perfect, so I can go ahead and do the action now. So what you need to do, highly recommend buying one of these because you can't do a lot without it. As you can see, this is a metric one. I think you can do imperial on it as well, but they're only a couple of quid. I bought this off eBay a long time ago. So on the 12th fret, you just need to measure the height between the top of the fret and the bottom of the string. At the minute it's sitting on 1 and I need it on 1.25, so I don't know how well you can see that on the screen. So then what you do, if you want to adjust it, go back over to the bridge, is adjust the saddles accordingly. So I want to raise this up a bit. So these saddles need to be in line with the bridge and need to be straight. So when you're adjusting it, when you turn one of these grub screws, you also need to do the one next to it. So for adjustment, I recommend just doing little turns, little quarter, 1/8 turns, and then check your height again. Let's go a little bit further. So we're about there on that one. So that's your first one. Basically what you need to do then is go through the rest of them one by one. I know they recommend to have, say, 1.5 here and it goes down to 1.25 on the high E string, but to be honest, I quite like it 1.25 all the way across. So if you measure the equal lengths all the way across on the strings, the string height will match the radius of your guitar. So that's how I do it anyway, and it's the way I've done it for a long time. So there you go.